Have you ever watched an episode of Bluey and found yourself hunting for the famous hidden long dog? Bet you have. But have you ever looked for it and couldn't find anything? Well, some long dogs are so well hidden that they seem invisible, especially in nighttime scenes. Starting with the episode Daddy Robot. One of the funniest scenes is when Robot Bandit grabs Bingo and says he's going to put her in the wash. He places her in the laundry basket, and if you look closely, you'll spot a long dog hiding among the dirty clothes. Between Bandit's laundry items, there's the little dog, ready to go into the washing machine. It's a blink and you'll miss it detail, but it's hilarious for those who spot it. Today, we're going to show you 18 amazing appearances of this tiny dog that you've probably never noticed. So, come with us to uncover more of Bluey's incredible world.
Fault.
In the episode Quiet Game, Long Dog makes another appearance, this time in a toy store. When Bandit is trying to guess Muffin's charade about which unicorn she wants, the long dog can be seen in the shop window, way in the background. The detail becomes even more noticeable when Alfie shows up in the same scene. If you pause at the right moment, you'll see the little dog strategically placed next to Bandit's hand. Now, let's talk about the episode Escape. In this episode, Long Dog appears in a completely different way. It's drawn inside an asteroid. When the girls land the rocket near the moon, you can spot the tiny dog etched into the surface. It's a super quick but brilliant Easter egg. Pausing the episode at just the right moment is crucial to find this creative detail that only the most observant viewers will catch. Returning to nighttime scenes, we have the episode Bin Night from the second season. While Bandit and the girls are taking the trash outside, we see their friendly neighbor, Mrs. Dulce, chatting with them. It's in this moment that Long Dog appears behind a bush, right next to the neighbor. What's even more fascinating is that the next night, we see the same bush, but the long dog is gone, likely hiding for another episode. This subtle change makes the episode even more intriguing. The episode Grannies features one of the hardest to spot long dogs to date. It appears right after the girls call Grandma Nana. On the grandma's refrigerator door, there's a photo of Bingo with a green background, and next to it, there's a white piece of paper. If you look very closely and maybe use a magnifying glass, you'll notice the long dog is part of the design. Without a doubt, this is one of the most well-hidden Easter eggs in the entire series. Remember the episode where Bluey meets Winnie at the park? While the two are playing, their dads, Bandit and Fabio, become friends. Before that, if you look carefully, you'll spot a long dog underneath the bench where Bandit is sitting. Unlike other long dogs that disappear in later scenes, this one reappears in the same spot the next day, proving that not all the little dogs are runners. So, how many long dogs have you managed to find while watching Bluey? They are the ultimate Easter egg in the series and undoubtedly one of the most creative ones. If you're also a fan of this treasure hunt, drop a comment below saying long in honor of our beloved little pup. In the episode Chess, where Bandit tries to teach the girls the rules of chess, a curious detail really stands out. The Easter egg, which went unnoticed by most fans, was visible throughout the entire episode. And do you know why? It's because it was in the painting hanging on the wall right behind the girls. It's as if it were one of the 3 birds flying on the horizon, painted against a beautiful sunset background. Now, tell me, doesn't it seem like this is the most philosophical long dog we've ever seen? Haha, a poetic touch that adds even more magic to the episode. I must admit, I had to watch the episode several times before noticing it. Having a sharp eye makes all the difference in moments like these. In the second season's episode Horsey Ride, the Healer family is out walking and enjoying the day. Of course, Bingo doesn't make things easy for Bandit. She insists on being carried on his back, even if it's just because she's feeling lazy. This leads to hilarious and dynamic scenes. However, it's precisely the constant movement in the episode that makes finding the long dog a real challenge. You need to pause at the exact right moment. It appears hidden under a bench near the edge of the lake. Additionally, there's a couple having a quiet conversation, making the scene feel even more natural. Can you imagine that long dogs never take a vacation, right? Speaking of final moments, in the episode Tickle Crabs, Bandit truly believes he's escaped the girls. Of course, that's just an illusion, as Bluey and Bingo are unstoppable. They appear running through the yard with boundless energy. And right there, behind a bush, we find a long dog perfectly camouflaged. But that's not all. When the imaginary ocean wave carries the girls back to the beach for another round of tickles with Bandit, another long dog makes a surprise appearance. This one is on top of a piece of furniture, blending almost seamlessly into the background. This episode is a goldmine for Easter egg fans. 2 long dogs in one story? They really love playing hide and seek with us. Some long dogs are so well hidden it feels like they were designed never to be found. A perfect example of this is in the episode Space. In this episode, Mackenzie recalls his childhood, particularly the day he thought his mom had left him behind at the playground. In the scene where he crosses the black hole and is attacked by the aliens Chloe, Indy, and Bluey, we have a very special moment. Among the bushes, almost imperceptibly hidden, is a long dog. It's nearly invisible, but the purple petals that resemble wings on its back give away its presence. Seriously, whoever placed that long dog there probably thought it would never be discovered. Little did they know our eyes are always on the lookout for every detail. Another time the long dog was completely camouflaged is during the guessing game the four granddaughters play with Grandma Nana in the episode Charades. Next to the couch, along with crochet needles and balls of yarn, we can spot a very stylish long dog, even wearing a tiny hat, likely crocheted as well. But here's the question, did Grandma Nana make the hat? This detail is just another example of how charming and full of character the long dogs are. Although there's usually only one long dog per episode, sometimes there are two or more, and they can appear in very close scenes. This is exactly what happens in the episode Tickle Crabs that we've already mentioned. When Bandit finally thinks he's escaped the two crabs, Bluey and Bingo, we see them running through the yard. Behind a bush, completely camouflaged, is our beloved long dog. But that's not all. When the imaginary ocean wave brings the girls back to the beach for more tickles with their dad, another long dog shows up. This one is on top of a piece of furniture, almost imperceptible. 2 Easter eggs in one episode? Truly a feast for eagle-eyed fans. If you enjoy Bluey and other animated shows, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any of our upcoming videos full of fascinating Easter eggs and fun facts. Long dogs truly can appear in the most unlikely places. You might think it's impossible to find them in certain scenes, but that's the secret. In the episode Housework, after nearly giving up, I finally spotted the Easter egg. When the vacuum cleaner appears completely full of dirt, there it is, our beloved long dog. He doesn't seem to mind the mess and is apparently ready to be discovered. Rest assured, where you least expect it is exactly where he'll be. The episode Octopus is one where finding the long dog requires sharp attention. I must admit, the first time I watched it, I completely missed it. It wasn't until the second try that I managed to identify its hiding spot. Most of the episode takes place at Chloe's house, and, as expected, the long dog was there. However, it's very well hidden in her aquarium, nestled among the fish and decorative rocks. A subaquatic Easter egg to test even the keenest eyes. In the episode Seesaw, we follow Bandit playing with the kids, trying to encourage little Pom Pom to join the fun. During an extended scene at the park, we notice something curious. The long dog is right there, under a bench. Its color, nearly identical to the sand, makes it incredibly difficult to spot. But for those with patience, the effort is definitely worth it. I almost gave up on finding the long dog in the episode Rideable, but something made me give it one more chance. And there it was, right at the very end of the episode. It appears next to the castle the girls build with boxes and pieces of foam. What's fascinating is how it's camouflaged in a square shape, blending perfectly with the style of the construction. I must admit, the creativity here was off the charts. When Bluey decides to watch the movie about the dreamer monkey, we're introduced to several cinema scenes. Popcorn, kids, and other dogs appear. But where's the long dog? The secret lies in one specific scene. When Bluey tries to help Bandit capture Bingo, we finally see the long dog. It's in the corner of the cinema, with white details on its body, almost resembling props from a movie set. Some Easter eggs are so well hidden that you practically need a magnifying glass to find them. This is especially true in the episode Unicourse. While Chili reads a story to Bluey, we get a scene showing the inside of the book. There, next to the tree where the queen discovers the solution for her kingdom, the long dog is hidden. To spot it, you need to pause and zoom in quite a bit. It's definitely an advanced level challenge for Easter egg hunters. Finding all these long dogs was an intense but incredibly fun journey. Every hidden detail, every pause scene, made the experience even more special. And of course, we want to keep sharing these moments with you. So, pick one of the videos now appearing on your screen, and let's enjoy more great content together. See you there. Thanks.